Yep, I've got some guests over, so I will be spending some time with them. Nope, I've got some guests over, so yeah. Give me a few minutes and we'll get started. Hey, Alan. Update going. Come on. Okay. Okay. Let's get the posts up. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm just popping that. Okay. And Blue Sky and Twitter are posted, and to three. Alright. Hey Zed, how are you doing? Cool. Did you manage to finish building it? Or Uh, I'm not yet decided on the. Oh no, not yet. I should. I really should. If I have some time before the end of stream today, I will update that and also the money. Uh, mm, mm, um, uh, um, that might allow an alt. That's not too. I believe aliens exist, but if they are indeed capable of traversing the void between stars, they likely have very little in common intellectually with us. And therefore, like, the way I see it, any life form that could, within the span of its lifetime, travel between stars would either have to live so long or have a culture that would allow for long periods of suspended animation, that they would have very different experiences to our own. Either that, or there is something that permits FTL travel on a in a manner that we have yet to be able to detect. And there is some implications to how this might be possible, but eh. Mm. Uh, uh, I mean, if you go with the panspermia hypothesis, everyone is an alien. Not yet decided on the. Mhm. It's impossible. Just making sure you know the dangers that Tsukachi is aware. Um. Hmm. Uh, mm, uh, uh, but yeah. Uh, uh, do this major action after. Do that after. Mm, mm, um, mm, uh, Yep. The unguard. So the unmo. While you work on updating the Soramichi, the while you work on to better handle the weather, your other two ships fly the back. Fly the background. Yeah, sure. Ooh. Swappable headpieces. I think it might be a reference to something in the anime where they have like a temporary Zaku head or something. So this is what the Xeon, right? No, Zeta. Zeta with a Zaku head. Apparently this is a thing. No, it's just there. So this is from this. And if we look up Zaku, after losing its head, yeah. So yeah, apparently this is just a reference to something that happened in the anime. Yeah. Your other two ships supply the battle. Relatively safe from reprisal. Your forces are able to rain down projectiles against the Yeah, definitely is. Are you planning on doing it? Mm, um, um, you don't want to do it with ink and a paintbrush? Relatively safe and private, your forces are able to rain down projectiles onto the mass, making their way down the river. And draw them into areas of stabbing steel nettle. Um, to shred themselves um on your defense. Still, even as you continue, uh, and use uh, bloody bags of offal to draw them stabbing steel nettles. So as even as you start to thin the herd of these creatures, uh, you realize that at least some of the intended damage is already done. The horde of animals, of altered animals, left unchecked for so long, have been consuming any other life forms, any other life within the waterway. Uh, mm, mm, uh, uh, Waterway. Massively depleting. One of the valleys major. Mm, mm, uh, um, and uh, uh, mm, uh, 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 mm, uh, uh, mm, 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 as the and as water pouring, a storm continues to soak the western portion of the valley. You note that the uh, farmland there is also is currently not viable for planting. Takami Auto. Your wife is quick to pick up on what is happening. The mortal courts slash land house parties war slash coup the war parties arrive. Machi is next week. Mm, Uh, mm, oh, are they fragile? Uh, 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 mm, uh, uh, ah, uh, um, for the most part, your superfood stuff hasn't been widely publicized, right? There's some stuff that went to, well, actually no. There is the lembas bread, but they believe that to be a thing. Sorry, the fruitcake, but they believe that to be an artifact that you create based on normal food. Only, um, only the only Mill Country is aware of the fact that you have like legitimately magical crops, as in like stuff that is inherently filling. They otherwise believe that you just have an artifact that you can create that is a supernaturally filling that are supernaturally filling foods. So yeah. Uh, 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 um, your wife is quick to pick up on what has happened. They seek to lay siege on the entire valley. She remarks. Uh, is it just me, or are they looking to lay siege on the entire? She remarks. You look over the reports and nod slowly. That that seems to be what they are trying to do. They will try and do something in the west soon then. She decides. I'll have my runners, my scouts, see if they can find it. And it turns and you say you send the ships along with her, searching in the mountains, just searching the passes to the north, and after catching sight of a boarding point, you are able to see evidence of camps headed deep into the space between the valley and the capital waste. It is like, so if we pull up the world map, so it's happening around here, right? So, sort of a third of the way to the Orchid Court, so, like, through the mountain, if you, say, given that you can travel that distance, travel to the Orchid Court in a day by flying ship, it's a few hours away. But it is through an entire mountain pass in, like, a cave that is in the mountainside, and presumably deep underground where there is some geothermal activity. You know exactly where it is thanks to Bataan, but yeah, it's like over here, partway between, say, somewhere roughly in the middle of, like, these two mountainish areas. If you drew a line from the Orchid Court to Yangko, behind this mountain, more or less. I believe so, yep. Mm. As the week comes to a close, you receive some of the first good news that you can expect. That good news of the war. On the okay, so the enemy is camped in these passes, right? As in they're going through the mountains in order to do that. They're going like through these passes, and the major ones will be through here, right? In between, directly in between the Orchid Court territory and the Kadasumi clan, so and the Sumi Valley, right? So they're coming from over here, and they are so they're also trying to expand this way, and there is a forward point somewhere in here where they're moving up here. But the storm is coming in along this way, down towards the Sumi Valley from the northish area, like so the northwestern direction. But yeah, they're coming. Let's say there's staging points in the mountains over here, and they're pushing through the passes towards the valley. They haven't entered the valley proper yet, beyond one push of their forces. But yeah. No, the Mortal Court. Oh, you mean the Mortal Courts? The Mortal Courts and Lancaster group are passing by Tetsuchimachi right now, which I'm going to put down, make a note of. Basically, the Mortal Courts and Lancaster met up roughly on the way, say roughly in Tetsuchimachi, and they're going to be progressing towards the clan compound from there, right? So yeah, if you're wondering, you've actually got quite a bit of territory, which is part of why the Orchid Court hates you so much. Because if you really think about how much territory the Kadasumi clan controls, you have enough territory to rival the Orchid Courts. Like, you don't you don't make as much use of it, but your territory, if you include places like Tetsuchimachi, this whole area is yours. The Orchid Court controls barely a bit more, but like you are effectively one of the biggest countries, one of the biggest states in proximity to them. I think only I think only the Lotus Plains and Zaozui like have a territory like match in terms of administered territory. So yeah. Uh, 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 yep, yep. You totally can. Uh, um, you receive word from Tatsuchi Machi that's Machi that the forces from the mortal courts and the and Alistair have come to your aid. Lancaster's group is comparatively you comprised of several teams of their new color guard arriving and their various support that's that you have heard some interesting things about them. Apparently, these are the forces that they have been building up in response to the increased activity from the capital and have proven themselves several times with say against the assault. They wear they arrive wearing a large cloak draped over their equipment. They arrive wearing and with an attempted buy intel. The mortal courts send along three battle groups comprised of various new warriors that have been working to rebuild the following of several of the more militant gods. One of whom is the adherent of mid, whom you help establish in their land. Mm, mm, uh, Sorry about the flash. Uh, uh, yep, you can totally do that. They are very much so. They seem to be quite related, so they would definitely go together. Okay, let's add. Let's add Komoki to the character sheet. Um, uh, 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 Yikes. Uh, uh, That's always messy. There we go. Kumoki is in here. And then we will do the money. And then we will wrap up for today. A quick stream to significant wealth. Inevitable note stays where it is. Three major wealth. It goes up to 7. This goes up to 502. That goes to 508 with the forest. Trade deals also. That goes to 510. Three. Actually, no, that's 2 because of the thing at the end of the year. The thing recently. Yoo-hoo is so you know how in Naruto you have like the Kages and you have like Hashirama Senju and Madara, who are just like absolutely bullshit back in their time. That is the rough equivalent. Oh, hold on. Okay, so 3 major wealth from the farmlands. 5 significant wealth from here, so 6. 92. 4. 7. 8. Not fall. Do we pass 4 turns? 82 is indeed a 4 turns thing. So 1 gets turned into 5, which is 502. 502. By the way, you have not been using the Dragon's Flame Forge as much as you could. If you import, say if you buy hematite, you can process it. Like right now, the Dragon's Flame Forge only does its multiplication on whenever Tetsumachi produces hematite. But you can totally buy more. 3. Need to roll for yes. Okay, so here I need to do. Oh yeah, it's only 1 turn, so And I need to roll. Yeah, sorry about that. And 1,000-sided dice. Okay, that's just 3 sig wealth. 301. Kumachi, architecture collaborations. Two major wins. Mill Country will come through in a moment. Will come through after the war. Save that, and that's all for this week. Thanks for dropping by. I'm going to go see some people. Cheers!